recently the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago has embarked upon an official state visit to India. She and members of her cabinet have flown to India, and under the premise of trade and investment and cultural exchange and things like that. They have gone on this trip costing some $10 million to the taxpayers of Trinidad and Tobago. On this trip, the Prime Minister has delivered many magnificent speeches. She has in fact received flowers and so on, and cried, and been referred to as a granddaughter of the soil and so on while in India. Meanwhile, in Trinidad and Tobago, certain information has come out. In case you didn't know, the plot to assassinate the Prime Minister, it appears, thankfully, that it was never a plot. We wouldn't want to live in a country where people want to kill the Prime Minister, so I'm very happy about that. It also emerged that the Prime Minister has also received the honor of being a senior counsel, and it's also strange that in fact the Prime Minister would have recommended herself to become a senior counsel. And it seems that people not really paying attention because of the whole situation with Carnival and Christmas and so on. It's like we forgetting important things. Come like I went in the grocery the other day. I was cashing my grapes and my bananas, and this fella had to go back. He had a bottle of White Oak and Full Throttle, and he came back with 3 tins of pigeon peas. So this is a fella who he was somewhat distracted. He remembered his alcohol because it was carnival time, but he forgot his food. And I really hope that the rest of Trinidad and Tobago is not that distracted, that we seem to be ignoring certain important things around us. The Prime Minister is not functioning. The government is not functioning. The government has lied to the people of Trinidad and Tobago by stating that the threat, that the plot to assassinate the Prime Minister was a result of the criminals operating in Trinidad and Tobago being so frustrated by the state of emergency that they saw it fit as an act of retribution to assassinate the Prime Minister. This is what the government told us. We now know that this is absolutely not the case. Yeah, it wasn't the case at all. The government, and I say the government detained 17 men. They said that the Commissioner of Police, Gibbs, the fellow from Canada, he informed the Prime Minister that in fact there was a credible threat, that there was a clear and present danger against her life and the lives of 3 members of her cabinet. It is strange that even under the terms of this credible threat, that there was absolutely no evidence to arrest anybody, but they had enough information to detain 17 men. So one day you could hold me and say that you're holding me because you're threatening to kill the Prime Minister, and then the next day you could say, well, I don't have any evidence, so you could go home. That is what you're telling me. I'm just saying. Now, I mean, you have to be responsible, but at the same time too, how these men going back to regular lives? How can they have regular lives? Because you just tell me that I trying to kill the Prime Minister, but you don't have any evidence to charge me. Meantime, you fly out to India, you're doing all kind of madness, and the country just partying. Everybody forget the 3 tins of pigeon peas. Please, let's try to be sensible. If member, I'm putting out this video here, hopefully sensible people will watch this and comment or share it with somebody. And just kind of think, try to remember certain things. Do not be sidetracked, do not be distracted by the season and the whole euphoria and the music and so on. Please.
Evidence, destroy everything. Evidence, destroy everything. And it's a bogus charge, bogus trial. They want me for the long I don't belong to no gang. I roll with the musicians. Corporal, we normal. Take it easy. I disturb the pieces. I get to know like a beast. So they want to lock me up with